Hi guys, so we're back again. Martin's showing his face. Been trying to get hold of me for weeks.
Hello, guys.
How you
Back
doing?
again.
How you doing, Martin?
Not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, apart from having a bit of an accident yesterday,
All right.
I pulled my back at work yesterday,
Uh-oh.
lifting my trays like at work,
Yeah.
and then I started feeling a bit ill last night. Must have been something that I ate, maybe because, as you know, I don't have sugar, and I
Yeah.
decided to have a fucking sugary donut last night, didn't I? And it started to make me feel a bit dizzy. So I
Yeah.
felt a bit, started getting stomach cramps and that. Went to the bathroom and passed out, fucking bit my
Oh,
lip and
yeah.
everything.
Oh, dear.
Like it just fell backwards into the bath, collapsed in the bath. Mrs. is in there stressing because she thought I was fucking dead. But apart from that, yeah, I'm good.
Um, glad to hear it.
So we've got two games to catch up on. We've
We
got
are.
both legs of the Champions League.
Yes.
So what we'll do is we'll start off with the first leg.
Yeah.
Um, we'll go through the stats. So we won't do it all, but I have got the player ratings to do as well.
Yeah.
So we've got Alisson made 9 saves from 27 shots that PSG had, and they also had 67% possession as well, which is pretty mad.
Yeah.
Um,
Easily the best team we've played this season.
yeah, definitely. So do you want to talk about um, what you thought of the game and talk about maybe the substitutions and stuff that was made and how you thought Elliot and obviously Nunez's assist, how do you think that went?
Yeah. Yeah. I think obviously first leg we got an absolute battering, and now we came away with a 1-0 win. I'll never know because we could have easily been 3 or 4-0 down in that game easily.
Yeah,
Apart from
definitely.
the man of the match, Alisson Becker, with probably the best goalkeeping display I've seen. Just the best goalkeeping performance I've seen. I think. No, I've not seen
Yeah.
one better than that before. He
No,
was
I
immense.
have not for Liverpool. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the interviews at the end with, I think it was TNT,
Yeah,
and Peter Schmeichel was in the studio. Did you see that?
I did. Yeah,
And Peter Schmeichel was basically saying, basically hogging him money. And
yeah,
Carragher interrupted him and said, "Hey, can we say something? I've got something to say," which I thought was quite comical.
yeah, yeah,
But I mean, to get the compliments that he got off Peter Schmeichel takes some going.
yeah.
I mean,
Arguably
even
one of
Pete,
the best keepers in the Premier League history.
well, it's probably the world, really.
Yeah,
And he said it's probably the best performance he's ever seen,
yeah,
and that's
I'd
coming
agree.
from Peter Schmeichel. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's
So
immense.
what? So obviously, Slot made his substitutions, didn't he? And he brought
Yeah,
Elliot and Nunez on.
yeah,
I think, to be fair, I thought Nunez was brilliant when he came
yeah. He
on.
was. Yeah, he did. He definitely changed the game. He offered a bit more physicality up there because before that, nothing was sticking, was it? So,
No, no, and his pace as well to get onto that. Was it a kick from Alisson
yeah,
over the top like he usually does for Salah? And his
yeah,
pace, Nunez's pace was just scary.
yeah. He's
How
quick.
fast he got to that ball. And poor little Harvey Elliott's legs were going like the clappers, weren't they? 'Cause he was getting marked by that Nunez. What a player he is, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh my word. How he got away from Nunez, I'll never know. Don't he run at something like 34 mile an hour top speed?
yeah. Something stupid, wasn't it?
I've seen
Mad.
an interview with him. I posted it on my community tab. I don't know if you've seen it. With
Uh,
an interview with Harvey Elliott. And he said that he'd looked over his shoulder and seen that Nunez for a split second wasn't looking. So he thought, this is it. This is my chance. So he bombed it. And luckily, obviously, Darwin had whipped it over and he got there before him. But
Yeah,
he said that he'd noticed out the corner of his eye that Nunez wasn't looking at all. He's not Nunez, sorry, Mendes. Nuno
Mendes. Yeah,
Mendes.
yeah,
But yeah, I thought that was brilliant from Slot. But I think we'll get onto that shortly. I think he made a few mistakes in the second leg.
yeah.
We'll get onto that shortly. So I wanted to get your opinion on Kvaratskhelia. I can't say his.
Kavichi Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, him, Dembele, and Barcola in the
Oh,
first leg.
amazing. All three of them. They absolutely tore us a new one. Absolutely tore us a new one. Dembele's pace is frightening. Absolutely frightening.
Yeah, well,
Kvaratskhelia tricky. Obviously, look, we got lucky with the goal he had disallowed. They're the real deal this year, I think.
yeah, I definitely think it's between PSG and Real Madrid to win it.
Yeah,
Doug
well,
said on the stream today that he thinks Barcelona's going to win it.
I'm not sure
Good
about that.
shout. Good
Yeah.
side, Barcelona. Rafinha's on fire, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
We'll link with him again. But we'll talk about that a bit later on when we do our transfer part of it.
Yes, mate.
So what we'll do now then, mate, is I'll do the player ratings like we always do from This Is Anfield.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean we could give I don't do player ratings, but what I like to do is I like to tell you what This Is Anfield's rated them and then get your player ratings, because I don't like doing them because I've done them in the past on my channel and I get a lot of shit for it. So I don't do player ratings. I use This Is Anfield. Some people use FOT Mob and some people use Score and all that, don't they? Is it Score Sofa or something like that?
Yeah, I just normally do my own. I don't care what people say.
No. So yeah, I'll just write this down before I forget.
My memory is atrocious. I can't remember what I did put down in my video, so I'll probably contradict myself.
I was going to write something down then, and it's completely gone out of my head.
It's old age, mate.
Probably the whack I took on my head last night. Doesn't help when you're a bit simple at the best of times. Right, so let's get started then. So first leg player ratings. Alisson, 10, man of the match. Obvious. But this time we're not going to read what they think about the game because everybody's seen it now. It's old, isn't it? It's like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So they've given 10 out of 10, man of the match, 100%. No argument there from me.
No.
Probably you won't get a better goalkeeping performance, I don't think, this season at least. So they've given Trent Alexander-Arnold an 8.
Yeah, I thought he played well, to be fair.
Yeah. Kanate, they've given 8.
Yeah, I think that was around that sort of mark.
Yeah, and they've given Virgin 8. To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if they all don't get 8s. I haven't looked at it beforehand. Yeah, Andy Robertson 8 as well.
Yeah, I think I probably gave him a point lower, but you can't really knock them. They've managed to keep a clean sheet somehow.
Exactly. Unbelievable. Ryan Gravenberg, they've given a 6.
Yeah, I don't think he was great, to be fair. I think he's definitely feeling the pace of it now, being played every game. I think it's fatiguing him.
But that's the thing, isn't it? Last season, we were talking about this last time, weren't we?
Yeah.
That last season he hadn't played any games under Klopp. You know, and then come to this season, he's played, 40 games or something?
Well, it's near enough every game he's played, hasn't
he? Yeah, he's played every Premier League game, as far as I know. Dominic Szoboszlai, they've given 8. I would definitely agree with that. Yeah. Fantastic. Alexis McAllister, they've given 7.
Yeah, I thought I'd probably give him a 6. I can't remember. I don't think he was as good as he can be. But...
No. So this is one that we're talking about before we came on. Mohamed Salah, they've given 5. Yeah. So I wanted to get your opinion on them, what you think's going on with Mo Salah. I'm
not sure if it's anything to do. I know he's observing Ramadan at the moment.
Yeah.
There's got to be some correlation in his dipping performances, because if you're doing Ramadan and you're fasting, it can't be any helpful when you need to have exertions and stuff like that. It can't be good for you. So there's bound to be a drop off, in my opinion. But I'm not an expert on Ramadan, so I couldn't tell you.
No, I know a lot of it's to just drink water, don't they, or something
Yeah,
like that. I'm not
yeah,
100% sure, to be honest.
no,
So yeah, I think maybe that's. I agree with you there, mate. Like I say, I don't know a lot about Ramadan, and they've also give Diaz a 5 as well. I think he's dropped off massively in the last
yeah,
3 months. I think his head's also in Spain, same as Trent.
yes. Unfortunately, I do think so.
The same with Diogo Jota, and they've
He's
given
had
him a 5 as well.
he's been awful since he's come back.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if he's still carrying a knock or something, but he's not the Jota he was before he got injured.
no. And then they've give the overall team performance an 8.
Yeah, like I say, kept a clean sheet. I'll never know, but can't knock him for it. Really, it was a
No,
bit of a smash and grab.
definitely.
Was
Massive
it
smash and grab.
two shots on target the whole game, or was it, or just two shots in general for us?
Yeah, apparently it was 2 shots over the full 90.
Yeah,
I haven't actually looked at the stats, but I can soon pull them up if you want. So you've got Curtis Jones on an 8, Darwin Núñez on an 8, Endo on an 8, and they've give halves a 10,
yeah, for his goal.
and they've give Arnie Slot a 10 as well.
Yeah, it's hard to argue, really. I know, but giving all these 8s and 10s when we absolutely got pummeled is a bit
Seems a
counterproductive.
bit
But
yeah, seems a bit daft, doesn't it?
yeah,
I'm just going to see if I can find pull up some stats here. Um,
it's probably the most one-sided beating I've seen in a long time.
yeah, definitely. Player ratings. We don't want player ratings. We want stats.
I think since PSG have gone away from the Galactico signings and have gone more youth-based, they've looked a lot better team for it.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're a real side, and they're not going anywhere.
No,
I think they're only going to get stronger, especially with the signings that they've made.
yeah, they've got some quality young players.
Trying to find the stats, but it's just because it was 2 weeks ago. It's so difficult to find.
You've got to find it. Don't worry about it, mate. It's like I say, it's old news now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they've got something here. They've got player ratings for the PSG team as well.
All right.
I don't know if you're interested in that, but they've gone
Yeah.
for 7.43 for your Georgian man.
Yep.
They've basically given him their man of the match.
Right.
They've give Dembele 7.23, Barcola 6.42, Marquillos, however you say his name, 6.35, Vitina 6.32, Hakimi 6.3, João Neves 6.92, Nuno Mendes 6.2, Doro. He's a good player. I liked him. I thought he was brilliant over the 2 legs.
Yeah.
6.2, Fabian Ruiz 6.1, Pacho 6.05, Ramos 5.59, Emery 5.53, and Donnarumma 5.35.
A few harsh ratings there for them, considering they absolutely battered us.
I think it's because they didn't do anything. The defence didn't have nothing to do, did they?
No.
Really?
I mean, I've seen a few things on the social media regarding if Bocola was offside for their goal or not. It's close. I don't think he was, but it was very close. For him not even to go look at it through VAR was a bit odd.
Yeah, definitely. So that's basically it, isn't it, for the
First leg.
first leg?
Yeah.
Obviously, man of the match was Alisson. We don't have to
Yeah.
say that.
No,
That's
definitely.
obvious. Although this is Anfield, did give Harvey Elliott a 10 as well, which I think was massively overflated.
Yeah, I mean, he's come on
Maybe
last
an 8.
scored. Yeah,
You can't give him a 10 just because he got the winning goal. That's absolutely insane.
definitely.
Right, so for the second leg, do you want to discuss the second leg? We'll have a look for these player ratings.
Yes, mate, yeah. I thought, in general, the second leg, we played a lot better. I think we should have been at least 2-0 up within the first 20 minutes, but the lack of finishing from our front three and the performance from the front three was very lacking. They let us down massively, in my opinion. I thought
Yeah.
midfield run the socks off. The press was on form. But McAllister was amazing. But it's just the finishing, the front three just let us down massively. It's like Salah was non-existent again, really.
No.
Diaz, not great. Jota was poor. Yeah, just like rinse and repeat, really.
Well, we were discussing this before, weren't we? So we think over the 210 minutes that we have probably only had an hour of it
Yeah, at most, yeah.
at max.
Yeah.
Um,
You were saying that PSG had more shots than that at Anfield and that, didn't you?
yeah, actually, that'll be easier to find the stats actually for that game. LFC versus PSG stats. That'll be a lot easier to find, won't it?
Yeah.
Here we go. So this is through Opta, so you know that it's pretty bang on.
Yeah.
So the stats for the game. Where is it? I've gone past it. My eyes are that bloody bad, I can't even see it.
I will say, I think the second leg they was happy to sit back and counter attack us.
Why is it not on there? Yeah, I do think that. Yeah, I think you're right there. They did just tend to sit back, didn't they? And when
Yeah.
they scored in the 12th minute, it was completely against the run of play. Because
Yeah.
I would say we had the first 20 minutes in the
Yeah.
bag, really.
Yeah.
Um,
Bit of a mix up between Konate and Allison for the goal. He slid in, which just took it away from Ali. Ali would have had it if he hadn't done that. And then they've got a tap in for Dembele, wasn't it? So,
yeah, definitely. But
and
again,
that set
like you
the tone,
say,
didn't it?
was it offside, like you say? Right, so I found the stats.
Yeah.
So it says that possession-wise, PSG had 54.2. They had 8 shots on target. We had 3. They had 21 shots in total. We had 19. We had 14 fouls. They had 6. There was a yellow card each, which I thought wasn't too bad, really, because I thought it was a bit rough and ready, wasn't it?
Yeah, he let a lot go, didn't he?
We had 12 corners. They had 6. And how does that work? So it says, right, we only had 3 shots on target.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's right. I'm reading it wrong. So Alisson made 7 saves,
Yeah.
and their keeper made 2.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not good enough, really. The forward line let us down.
So when you think about it, Alisson's actually made 15 saves over the 2 legs.
Yeah. And we've
That is
had, what,
insane.
4 shots on target over the 2 legs? Or 5 shots?
And
Mad.
then people say, "Oh, we didn't deserve to go out."
Nah,
We haven't even got.
they was the better team over the 2 legs. They deserved it.
We haven't even got onto the penalties yet.
No.
We're already convinced that we've been battered.
Yeah.
So obviously it went into extra time,
Yeah,
finished 1-1 over on aggregate. And then extra time, I thought PSG had the better of it, to be honest. I thought they were
yeah.
going to win it in extra time.
I think they conserved a lot of energy, and where we were expelling it, and then they just sort of got on top in the extra time. For me, I thought they'd win it in extra time.
Yeah, definitely.
Phew.
That was another thing as well. So I was talking about goals that have been missed, or
Yeah,
chances, should I say, in the first 20 minutes. And towards the end, we had Kwansare in the post.
yeah,
We had a goal disallowed from
yeah,
Soboslai. Van Dijk was
Sal-
unlucky off that corner with a header.
yeah. Salah had one cleared off the line,
Yeah, Salah had one cleared off the line.
and then he's
Um,
missed a pretty much open goal where he's cut in on his left foot and just put it past the post rather than curling it in the bottom corner like he normally would do.
yeah, exactly. So do you want to go through the penalties? Because I know what I think, but I want to hear what you want to, what you've got to say.
Yeah, well, the Egyptian king doesn't really miss from the spot very often, does he? So I was confident about him scoring. Then just so happened, my friend's dodgy box I was watching the game on froze just as Darwin Núñez stepped up to take his penalty, and then I couldn't get it back on then. So I was like, oh bloody hell! But no, I
Yeah,
don't know why he's been allowed to take a penalty. His confidence is shot a bit. Terrible. His penalty was better than Curtis Jones' penalty, though. To be fair.
yeah, it was. Yeah, definitely.
I
But
thought
I
it was,
knew
yeah,
that as soon as the penalties came, I knew when they took McAllister off and Szoboszlai and that, I thought, we're
yeah,
losing this
yeah,
straight away. This is what I was saying before. I think Slot made a few mistakes in this game.
yeah.
I don't think he should have took Szoboszlai off. He shouldn't have took McAllister off.
No,
I know they were all shattered and needed a break. I get that, but
two of your best penalty takers.
he must have knew. We've played him for 180 minutes,
Yeah,
190, like over whatever, 210 minutes, and can't score. He must have knew it was going into penalties. I think he
yeah,
made massive mistakes. I really do.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
as brilliant as Allison is, I don't think he's renowned for being a penalty saver, is he?
no, why didn't they bring Keller on?
Yeah, could have done. I mean, Donnarumma's a big old unit, isn't he?
Yes. What a save. He's a good goalkeeper.
Yeah, very good goalkeeper.
I'm just making a few notes
Yeah,
for one of the features.
it raised an eyebrow when on the toss, Verge decided to kick into the Kop first half because he won the toss, didn't he? Chose to
Yeah, that was
the
clever,
Kop.
wasn't it?
I thought it was strange. You want to be kicking into the Kop second half, don't you? Really? But
Well, well, look what they did with the penalties. I thought that was genius.
yeah,
So the last part of this, before we move on to the Newcastle game, I wanted to get your opinion on the arrogance of PSG before the game, second leg.
yeah, they were very arrogant. But
So you've got your Georgian mate
yeah,
gobbing off.
Kopites Kvaratskhelia, yes.
Yeah, you had him gobbing off, didn't you? Saying we'll
Yeah,
win at Anfield and all this lot. I thought the arrogance was disgusting.
yeah,
And even after the first leg, I mean, I get you're upset, but you know, Enrique was like, "Oh, we're the better team with this, with that, the other." And I thought, "What are you going? Just take it like a man."
yeah, yeah,
Do you know what I mean? It's the sport. Don't get so upset about it.
yeah. I
You
think
know, just take it easy.
it's just different cultures, aren't they? I think.
But what a coach he is! I can see him taking over at City. You know, when Pep goes,
Yeah, yeah,
he'd be a perfect replacement for him, wouldn't he?
yeah, definitely.
Brilliant coach. How he's rebuilt that team. You know, when you think the players that have left there in the last few years, of Messi and Neymar and Mbappe, what a job he's doing.
Oh,
Fantastic coach. So that's the end of that depressing part of the video. Let's go on to something a bit more positive now, and the Newcastle game.
Yes.
So we'll do the Liverpool injuries first.
Yeah.
So as we know, we've got Bradley and Trent, Tyler Morton, and is there another one? Gomez are all injured.
Yeah.
And then you've got Sleepy Chiesa. If he can get out of bed, he might be on the bench.
But if he's awake enough to be on the bench, I don't know why he doesn't get a look in it. They frightened him in falling asleep during the game or something.
He could do, couldn't he? You just never know. Oh, actually, we need to go in reverse. I haven't done the player ratings for the PSG game.
All right, let's roll it back.
Let's just go back in reverse, but we'll just do it real quick. So they give Alisson an 8, man of the match. They've give Trent a 6, Konate a 6, Van Dijk a 7, Robertson a 7, Gravenberg a 6, McAllister a 7, Soboslai a 7, Salah a 7, Jota a 5 again, and Diaz an 8 this time.
Yeah, Diaz played better in the second leg, but I thought McAllister was the man of the match for us. I thought he was really good.
He really is special, isn't he? He really is a good player. Then obviously we'll just quickly do the subs. So Nunes 6, Quansah 7, Jones 5, Gakpo 6, Elliott 5, Endo 6, Slot 7.
Yeah, didn't really have the impact.
No. So we've covered Liverpool's side of the injuries. We're just going to have a quick look at Newcastle's side of it. So we obviously know that Anthony Gordon's suspended, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, they're always saying, like, Isak is a doubt, but I fully expect all their main boys to be fit, ready and playing, other than Gordon, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. They've got to. So at the end of the day, Liverpool are going to be, they're going to want to punish Newcastle.
Well, there's a good reaction, a positive reaction.
Right, here we go. So this is from Football Insider, so I don't know how factual it is. It says Isak and Bruno react to Newcastle teammates' devastating injury update. Huh? What are they talking about? Harvey Barnes? Oh, Harvey Barnes is playing. Right, so Eddie Howe's squad will also be without Sven Botman, Lechells, Lewis Hall, obviously Anthony Gordon. Doesn't say anything about Isak yet. Just trying to get to find out where it is. Lewis Hall's had surgery.
Yeah, he's a good player, he is.
I like him. We're linked with him, aren't we?
Yeah, I doubt it will come of it.
Eddie Howe faces selection dilemma ahead of Carabao Cup final against Liverpool. Despite calls for Howe to rest key players like Isak and Bruno ahead of the final, both featured in the latest match. Their involvement could be a crucial fitness boost ahead of Sunday's showdown. So yeah. So they've got Lechells, Lewis Hall, Gordon suspended,
Botman.
and Botman. So that's not too bad.
No.
Botman's a good centre back.
Yeah.
So I haven't actually done my video for the thingy yet. So do you want to do your predicted team?
Yeah, can
And
do, mate.
I'll just do a predicted score.
Yeah, I mean, I think pretty much. There's a couple of maybe debatable places, but I've gone for Queven Keller in goal just for the fact he's played most of the cup games, and I think he probably deserves to play personally. Obviously, right back we're struggling massively. It'll be Gerald Kwanzaa. I'm not a big fan of him playing at right back. But
No.
what do you do? Put Costas at right back? I don't know. It'll be Kwanzaa at right back. Canate, Verge, Robbo, Gravenberch, McAllister, Sobersley, Gakpo, Diaz, and Salah. That's what I think.
So is Gakpo? I thought Gakpo looked real tired though in the Champions League game.
Yeah, he come
Uh,
on for what? Didn't play very long. Didn't play that many minutes, though, did he?
no. So if I was to go for a predicted score, I'm going to
Yeah,
be confident and go for a 3-0
that'd be nice.
to Liverpool.
Yeah,
That's my predicted score. And that basically covers it. I mean, if you want me to try and predict a team off the top of my head, I'll go similar to you. I'll go Kelleher, Quansah, Kanate, Virgin, Robbo. But midfield, Gravenberg looked knackered to me.
he did. Yeah, he plays every
He's
game,
got a,
though.
I don't know whether he's going to play Endo alongside Maka and Sobersley.
Don't think
And
he.
then I've got a funny feeling that Nunes could start up front.
Oof,
I
good
think he
call.
goes with Salah, Nunes, and Gakpo, and Diaz drops down the
Yeah,
bench.
it's possible.
That's what I would. That's what I would probably go for if I was going for
Yeah,
one off the top of my head. So let's get on to some more. What's the word? Debatable topics.
yes.
So transfer rumours. So I've got a couple of players on this list that
Yeah.
I want to run by you
Okay.
that I've seen. So obviously we're going to do a bit of two topics in one here.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do transfer rumours and player sales in one.
Okay.
So Daryl did a video similar to this today, and I
Yeah.
thought it was really good. I don't know if you saw it.
I've
So what
not
he
looked at
basically
any
does,
content.
he broke it down into videos.
Yeah.
So what he did was he did a defensive one,
Hmm.
who he thought would go and who would replace him,
Yeah.
and he did a midfield and attackers as one. So what I want to do is I want to, or should I say, what we should do. I want us to do a sale side
Yeah.
and who we think could replace him.
That's right. Okay.
So if we start off at the back,
Yeah.
we would say that Kelleher's going,
Yeah.
and he's already got a replacement.
Yeah.
So that's obviously Mama, right? But there's a question mark for me here, right?
Yeah.
Because Yaros's contract runs out at the end of the season as well.
Yes. I think
So
he. I think he'll go.
do you not think they'll give him a new contract?
It's possible. I don't think. Depends. I suppose it depends. We can't have a situation where we've got. I think we discussed this before, where we've got somebody like Adrian on the bench earning a big wage and he's never getting a look in. They're not going to do that again, are they? So if
No,
it's on
that's
it,
why I'm.
if it's on a
That's why
reasonable
I'm.
wage, I can see it happening.
That's why I'm thinking.
Yeah,
If Keller is going, he's on what 70 grand a week or something.
he's
You
on
could you,
a
you
lot
could
less than that.
double. You could
But
double your house's
Kelleher's on.
wages.
Yeah, I think Kelleher's on about 30k maybe. He's not on a lot.
So say Yaros is on, I don't know,
Maybe
10
probably.
grand a week.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if you give him, say, 20, he'd happily stay as third choice, and then
Yeah.
our goalkeeping situation sorted.
Yeah.
Let Mama have a bit of a sulk.
Yeah.
He knows he's going to be number 2 goalkeeper, whether he likes it or not.
Yeah.
So I would say keep Yaros.
Yeah. I'm down for that.
That would be my thoughts.
And is it
Obviously,
classed? I know the homegrown stuff. I don't know if it's classed as homegrown. Does it come through the youth system, or is it somebody we brought in?
I believe that we signed him.
Yeah. So I think we're going to have a bit of an issue with homegrown players as well, aren't we? I think.
Yeah, Liverpool homegrown players.
According to This Is Anfield, for Liverpool.
Right, here we go. So I've got a list here. You're right. Yaros is homegrown.
Yeah.
So I've got a list here of the homegrown players that have been submitted for this season.
Yeah.
You've got Kelleher, Yaros, Gomez, Trent, Curtis Jones, Morton, and Tom Hill. Well, Tom Hill's gone now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's been released. So yeah, that's what makes me think Yaros stays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we'd signed him from somebody, but we must have got him as a young kid, eh?
Yeah.
So Trent, we think's going. So
Yeah.
what are we doing about Trent? And who would you suggest to replace him with?
It's a hard one, really. Everybody says goes automatically to Frimpong, but he's not. He's going to have the same problems you've got with Trent with Frimpong. He's not a defender. He's naturally a right-sided attacking midfielder, really, Frimpong. But everybody goes directly to Frimpong. I don't think it'll be Frimpong. It's a hard position because you don't want to stunt Conor Bradley's development.
No.
So do you go for somebody as his understudy, or do you go like get an older player in?
On Darrell's right backs, he's picked a few kids.
Yeah.
There was some kids in Germany, some kids in France. I can't actually remember now off the top of my head, but I'm sure he'll put them in the comments.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll be a youngster.
Yeah.
I do. I think it'll be someone about 18.
Yeah.
18, 19, I would say. So we'll put back up.
I think I put Vanderson, didn't I, from Monaco. I think he could be a potential.
Yeah, he's a good player. So I've just put for Trent a backup right back, 18 to 20-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
So next one I think is Joe Gomez.
Yeah.
I think his injuries are going against him.
Yeah.
And that also ties into the transfer links of Hato.
Yeah.
So for me,
similar, aren't they? That can cover multiple positions.
Yeah. So that's, for me, is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Sinner's
linked to Slotterbeck as well.
Then you've got Simicast. I think Simicast goes.
Yeah.
And Kirkes comes in.
Yeah.
I would say I'm 75% sure that Kirkes will sign for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Maybe more. What else have we got? Morton. I don't think you need to replace him. He's played, 2 games? But I think Morton goes.
Yeah, Endo, I think he'll go.
I think Endo goes. You have to replace Endo, though, don't you?
Yeah. But they've got back in him.
See, Morton, I don't think it matters because we've got James McConnell. I think McConnell just takes his spot.
Yeah, I can see Bajcetic coming in and taking Endo's minutes.
Yeah, that's a good shout, actually, for saving money. And then, obviously, Nunez.
Yeah.
Jota.
Yeah. Diaz.
And Diaz. And possibly more. I don't think it'll be more. And you've got Verge as well. But we're just going to, for now, say that they stay.
Yeah.
So Nunez goes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of rumours about Isak. I'm not having it
Benjamin
personally.
Sesko.
I don't think that
Sesko for me.
happens. I've got another player that we've
Yeah.
been linked with that I actually like as well,
Yeah,
and that's Victor Gorkies.
yeah. I mean, I
He's-
think he's 27 soon. I think maybe that rules him out. Maybe it's possible. But I've not been overly. I think we'll be making the same mistake as we did with Nunes if we go for Gokeres.
yeah,
Yeah, just I don't know. There's just something about him. He's coming from Coventry. He's doing the business in Portugal, and in the Champions League, he scored quite a few goals as well, hasn't he? I think he's a good player, but I'd sooner have Benjamin Sesko really. But
yeah, I would. He's younger as well, isn't he?
yeah,
But if you look at the Portuguese league and the German league, they're very similar, I would say, in
yeah,
quality.
yeah.
And when you look at his goal record to Sesko's,
Oh, it's better.
I
Yeah,
think Sesko's got 17 this season,
yeah.
and Gorky has got 40, is it?
Somewhat silly, and he scored a lot of goals.
So, and they're basically the same price, I believe.
Yeah, yeah,
But if you're going back to Isak, so say for argument's sake, we're saying 150 million for Isak.
yeah,
You could buy both of them strikers, and then you've got Nunes and Jota both covered.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
then
I just don't
they're going
see
to
it.
want to.
I don't see Isak. I just don't see it happening.
No, I don't. So we're going to say Sesko for Nunes then.
Yeah.
So what do we do to replace Jota? Do we just keep Ben Doak?
I think Ben Doak will probably go, to be fair. Jota, I think I've seen us linked with Delap from Ipswich.
I like him. He's a good player. So we'll say Delap for Jota then for now.
Yeah,
I've dated this as well for a reason. Because I want to see how close we are. I've got everything wrote down. I've got Yaros, we've got his keep.
yeah,
We've got Kelly to leave. I've not put prices down.
no,
We haven't got a name for Trent, but we've got somebody between 18 and 20. So
yeah,
that's a wide range. That helps us a lot. And then we've got Hato for Gomez,
yeah,
Kirkes for Simicas,
yeah,
Morton's to go, and McConnell to replace him, Endo to go, Bajetic to stay,
yeah,
Nunes, Sesko, Jota, Delap, Diaz. I've got a name here for you, and you're probably going to laugh. Diaz to go.
yeah.
I've seen a rumour today that Liverpool want Dembele from PSG. 86 million, they reckon. Well, it was 100 million euros.
Yeah,
So what's that? About 86 million.
something like that, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not sure.
So if we can get 60 for Diaz, that would be class.
Yeah,
Or there's Rafinha as well.
I'm
That's
not
another
sure.
top player. Me personally, I'd be happy with either one of them.
The thing with Dembele, he's had a lot of injury problems. He was electric when he was at Dortmund. Then he obviously moved. Where did he go? Barcelona, didn't he? And he had loads of injury problems at Barcelona.
Yeah.
And then I think he's been pretty consistent at PSG.
But it's not as
Yeah.
physical, the French league, though, is it?
God no, it's a Mickey Mouse league really. But
They're about what? 18 points clear, I think.
yeah,
Something like that.
there's some
So
interesting players who can play on the wings. The
so you
youngsters.
mentioned that you think Doak will go.
Yeah,
So I would say if Doak goes, he just gets replaced by Rio or Treneoni.
yeah.
So what we're saying is we're being really sensible here.
Yeah.
We're saying we're only bringing in 4 new players in the summer.
Yeah.
So we're saying we're bringing in Hato. That's our
Yeah.
prediction for the left centre back.
Yeah.
Kirkes,
Yeah.
Sesko, Delap, and I've got Dembele or Rafinha.
Yeah.
Who
5.
would you go for a left winger?
I think they'll try and get somebody up and coming like that. Igor Piaxiao, I made a video on, somebody of that sort of ilk from Feyenoord. It's somebody not up the top of tiers, it'll be somebody that can develop again, won't it? I don't see him signing Rafinha or Dembele.
Well, Darryl actually mentioned, you probably know better than I will, the lad at Norwich. I've never really heard of him.
Yes, he did. I have seen him. He is a good player, like, but I'm always worried about the step up from a Championship to the Premier League, even though the Championship's probably the hardest league there is, I'd say. But it's not unheard of. We've had players come up from lower leagues all the time, haven't we? We've signed plenty of players over the years from like Crew and I'm trying to think off the top of my head, just lower league teams, and they've been amazing, really. But
Yeah, we'll look at Andy Robertson.
yeah, that's it. That's the sort of thing. Yeah.
That's what I was going to mention to you as well. So we've automatically put 2 of our kids in.
Yeah.
Would you not consider someone like a Chris Rigg or a Joby Bellingham or something like that to come in?
Yeah, I'd always want another body in midfield. Always want. I like that Stiller from in Germany. I think is it Stuttgart? Something like that.
Yes, he's
There's
a
a
really
few.
good player.
Yeah, definitely. I think we need. You can't be relying on Gravenberch all the time like we have done this season. Stefan
No,
Bajcetic can do a job, but I don't think he's at the level of Gravenberch. You
no.
need more bodies. Definitely need more bodies.
What are you doing with Elliot? Are you keeping Elliot or is he going?
I mean, I think he's too slight. I just don't. He's not quick enough to be a winger, and he's not physical enough to play in the midfield for me. But I think you'd be keeping him just for the homegrown English quota, really. I think squad
Yeah,
depth.
yeah. I think that. I mean, Darryl thinks that Elliot's going to go.
Mm.
He doesn't think that he's good enough.
I don't.
But
I don't think he's good enough. He hasn't got a nailed down position. He's not going to play on the wing, and I think he gets bullied a lot in midfield.
yeah, he is very small, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's
So
great. He obviously loves the club, and I think he's great attitude. I'd like to keep him around. You need old players. You need a good squad.
yeah, you do definitely. So we've got 2 sections left to cover, really. So one of them will be a nice quick one, which is the contracts.
Yeah,
So obviously, we both agree that we think Trent's going to go now.
yeah,
Initially, I was thinking there's a possibility that um, a very small possibility he could change his mind and
yeah.
U-turn.
Never say
Uh,
never, but I don't see it happening.
did you see what Verge said about people, anyone that says that he's leaving, about being a liar and stuff?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think
To be
the club
fair,
played a dangerous game with Mo and Verge. I think it's a bit disrespectful to the captain, especially.
oh, massively. It's like Dunk always says, this should be giving them both of them to an open checkbook.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Whatever you want, you can have.
yeah. I mean, Salah's numbers this season are probably arguably his best season ever. He seems to be getting better with age. I know he's had a drop off the last couple of games, but like I said, I think that's got to have something to do with Ramadan. That really, it's
Yeah, it's
got.
got to be. So that's them three, and then Yaros, we've said we want him to stay.
Yeah.
I like him, actually. I know he's not played much for the first team, but I remember watching him for the under-21s, and I thought he was brilliant. He's a
Decent
big
team.
unit,
Yeah. Decent backup.
big lad.
Yeah.
And then the last bit, I think we should do our season review, sort of, so far, of how we thought the players have done.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I think Kelleher has done all right. I think he's made a few mistakes. But what we'll do
Yeah,
is
there's always been there as a backup for Ali when needed with his injuries, but I think he's always done well. I've never felt worried when Kelleher's in goal. He's always done his best. I think he deserves his first team being a number one somewhere.
yeah, definitely. Especially with Mamadashvili coming in.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Mamadashvili? Have you seen much of him this season?
Not really. So it's a hard one to judge because they're obviously a struggling side. They're playing different. He's being asked to play a certain way, so you can't really judge him on that. He has made a couple of howlers, but there's not many keepers don't make a howler now and again. He's a big unit. I think he's got a lot of development in him. He's still got a high ceiling. I wouldn't be worried. I think he's going to need at least a season under Alisson's shadow. I don't think he can come in and just be number one straight away.
No.
I think it's at least another season out of Alisson before we probably get sold. But I wouldn't be
Do you
too
think we'll
worried.
sell Alisson? Do you think Alisson's going to get sold?
No, not this summer. I think he'll do a year with Mohamed Ashley understudy, and then they'll probably sell him next year.
I don't know, because he's got a contract till 27, hasn't he?
Yeah, I don't want him to go. I think he's the best keeper in the world. While they can get some money for him, I think they might think it's the last chance to get some decent cash for him. But
Do you think they'll still get 40, 50 million for him?
Yeah.
Neither there, mate. I'm just writing down the players.
Yeah.
Salah, Nunez, Diaz, Gakpo, Jota. Right, so what we'll do is we'll just do ratings out of 10.
Yeah.
And if you want, you can give a quick why you picked that number.
Mm-hmm.
So if you Alisson, what would you give Alisson so far this season?
9.
I would agree with that. I would have said 8.5, 9.
Yeah.
What about Kelleher?
Give him a 7.5.
I would have said 6, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think he's done enough for me this season. I think he's made quite a lot of mistakes. Trent.
I said, yeah, not been a great 6.5.
6.5. Yeah, I've gone for a 6. I think his head's in Madrid.
Yeah.
I really do.
Definitely affecting his game.
Yeah. I'm missing somebody off here. I can't really I'll put him in anyway. I was going to leave Gomez out, but so Bradley.
I think he's done well when he's played. I'll give him 7.5.
Yeah, I would say 7.5. I've got Quansar and Gomez. None of them have played much, so what do you reckon? I would say 6 for Quansar.
Yeah.
And probably 6 for Gomez. I don't think he's done bad when he's played.
No, yeah, it's fair enough.
and he fills in all over the shop, doesn't he?
Yeah, utility
And
player.
Canate,
I think he's been pretty decent, to be fair. I'll give him an 8.
yeah, I would have said an 8, 8.5.
Yeah.
Van Dijk, I would say the same.
Yeah. Maybe a 9.
Yeah, because his organisation's really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although he has made a lot of mistakes recently.
Yes, he has, yeah.
Simicast,
6.5.
yeah, I think I'd go with that, to be fair. What about Robbo?
Just about a 7.
Yeah, I've just put 7. You must be reading my mind. Maka,
8.5.
I went for 8.
Yeah.
Elliot,
6.
that's exactly what I've put. I'm sure you can see this page. Gravenberg,
9.5.
oh, I've gone for an 8. Sobersley,
Good 8. 8.5.
yeah, I've put 8. I think he started off a bit slow, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he's come into his own recently.
Yeah, last 3 months, I'd say he's
Yeah.
become fantastic. Endo, this is a tough one for me.
I'm going to give him a 7 for his cameo appearances. He's always done well when he's come in. I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And this is from a man who thinks he's not very good.
Yeah, I think 7's fair though,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
when he's only got 20 minutes, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's not let us down when he's come in. He does that
I
job
think,
well.
yeah. Salah,
It's got to be.
brilliant season.
Yeah,
But
it's got to be up there. A good 9, 9.5 for me. Best
yeah,
season.
I would have said 9.
Yeah.
Nunes.
5.
I put 7. Well, that's a generous 7. Diaz.
7.
Yeah, that's exactly what I put. Gakpo.
8.
8. Jota.
Before he got injured, 7. Since he's been injured, 5.
So you're just going to go for 6 then?
Yeah.
I put 6. Oh, that
Yeah.
was fun, that. I enjoyed that. Let's see how many we got the same. So I said 9 for Alison. You said 10. You said 7.5 for Kelleher. I said 6. We both said 6 for Trent.
Yeah.
We both said 7.5, 7.5 for Bradley. We agreed on 6.6 for Quansar and Gomez. I said 8 for Van Dijk. You said 9.
Yeah.
We both agreed on 8 for Canate. Simicast, we both said 6, 6.5.
Yeah.
Robbo, 7. We agreed on that. McAllister, 8, 8.5. So I'd gone for 8. You went for 8.5. Elliott's both said 6. Gravenberg, I said 8. You said 9.5. Sobersley, 8, 8.5. That was for you. So say 8.
Yeah.
Endo, we agreed on 7. Salah, I said 9. You said 10, was it?
9.5, I think. 9.5, something like that.
Yeah, so about the same with that. I give a generous 7 for Nunes. You said 5.
Yeah.
Diaz, we agreed on 7. Gakpo, I said 7. You said 8.
Yeah.
And Jota, I said 6, and you said 5/6.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun, mate. I enjoyed that last bit.
Yeah.
So if we were to work it out, I would say that the average for the squad this season so far is 7.
Yeah.
Which, when you work that out, that's quite fair, to be honest, because there's definitely room for improvement.
Yeah.
So I think an average for the season, although we're 15 points clear,
Yeah.
I think we've tailed off a lot over the last couple of months.
Yeah, I think fatigue's playing its part.
Yeah. But I do think that the injuries have been a lot better this year as well
Yeah. Yeah.
than last year because he's given the players more days off than
Yes.
Klopp did.
It's not as intense as what it was with Klopp.
No. So I think that more or less covers it. That's all my notes anyway.
Yeah, I think so, mate.
Is there anything you want to discuss? Any transfers or anything anything you've seen?
I've not really been looking the last couple of weeks, to be honest with you. I've had a bit of a sabbatical, but
Yeah.
back at it now, hopefully.
Yeah, I noticed you've been putting more videos back. I haven't done anything today. Like I say, when me knocking myself silly,
Yeah, need to
I've just
have a
been
bit of a
resting
rest.
today.
Yeah, don't
But
blame you, mate. Do some hard
well,
graft.
I haven't been resting. I've been doing something else, but we won't discuss that on here. But
No.
I've been doing something else, so I'm looking forward to everybody seeing that when it comes off. If
Yeah,
it comes off, it's only in the pipeline at the minute.
yeah, it's a
But
good.
it'll be good if it comes off.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's been good talking to you, mate. We'll
I'm glad to
hopefully
see you
catch
got
up
your mind
again
sorted out.
next Thursday or Friday, maybe. I mean,
Yeah,
I talk to you every day, but hopefully we'll catch up again next week.
yeah. Audio's a lot better, by the way. So that money you spent on that mic, I'd send it back and get a refund.
Yeah, I'm putting it up for sale.
Yeah, yeah.
I paid about 120 for it. Probably get about 50 back for it, so
Yeah, sickening, isn't it?
it is a bit sickening, like.
Oh, it's been
But
perfect. The audio's been perfect. So.
yeah, it's not done anything, has it?
No,
So yeah. So you look after yourself,
I shall certainly try and
um,
yourself.
and I shall speak to you very, very soon. I'll get this uploaded now.
Yes,
I'm
mate.
not going to bother messing about with it. That pissing stupid logo can stay where it is unless I can find something to put it over the top.
Yeah,
But, yeah, take it
nice one.
easy, mate. I'll speak
All
to
right.
you soon. See you
Later, guys.
guys.
Cheers.